Good morning everybody. This morning I'm going to make some beautiful, lovely hot bread rolls. These are my bread rolls that I'm going to make this morning. I've already made my first dough, but I'm going to show you how I made my bread dough. I've got 500 grams of plain flour here. I've got a dessert spoon of dry yeast, just a level dessert spoon of dry yeast, a teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of oil. And I'm just going to put that all together with, I've got 300 grams of warm water. Just add it slowly to the flour, and then just see how, if you need any more, you can put some more. So just add that warm water. It's just got to be warm water. I've got 500 grams of flour here. Just keep on adding a bit at a time until you get a nice consistency. And I've already risen my first lot of dough because I wanted to show you. This is what you do. It's so easy. Just put that warm water in that flour and then put it all together until you get a nice firm dough, a soft dough. We've got to leave it for a couple of hours to rise, so I've left mine to rise this morning. And just another bit of water and I can just get it all together. Just keep on adding that warm water until you get this beautiful dough. I'll just add another bit. It nearly takes the 300 grams of water. Just keep on adding it until you get a nice dough. I'm going to use my hands now and get that lovely dough working. I'm going to leave this covered for about a couple of hours until it rises, and then I'm going to make some little bread rolls. I'm going to show you how I'm going to make these ham and cheese bread rolls. They filled up with ham and cheese. They are so nice for a Sunday brunch. And look, that didn't even take my 300 ml because look, it's just a lovely soft dough. Just keep on kneading that. Look, it's just lovely. Just keep on kneading that like that, and beautiful. Just leave it rest for a couple of hours. Put it in the basin again, cover it up. Look, that's all you do, is just cover it up with a cloth on top of there, and with some cling wrap and a cloth on top of that. Leave it for a couple of hours until it's risen, okay? Well, I have done mine. I have done mine beforehand because I wanted it to rise up. I wanted it to rise up. I'm just going to get a tub of. I've done mine, and look, when you do it all together, when it's risen, I've done my little bread rolls. What I do is I get some pastry. I've got my dough that I did beforehand. This is the dough that has been risen beforehand, right? What you do is you put a bit of flour on your basin, on your board there, and cut it up in little squares. I want to make about 6 or 7 little bread rolls out of this, half of my pastry. This is what I've gone ahead and do. This is what I want, is to do the little bread rolls like that until they rise up. So we've cut this up in 6s just to make a little bread roll, okay? What you do is to make a little bread roll like that and put it over on a tea towel until it rises up. And then we make the bread rolls out of that. Just make it round like that, put it on your cloth like that, and you get, out of the 500 grams of flour, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 bread rolls. 7 and another 7, that's 14 bread rolls I get out of the 500 grams of flour. So there you go. Just cut that up in little pieces like that. Roll it out on some flour board. Okay, and just make some little buns and leave it there like that. These are the ones that have been risen. I left them rise for about half an hour or an hour, and these are the ones that I'm going to put on the tablecloth. Look, just put them on there like that and let that rise for about an hour. Whenever you're ready to do them, they've got to rise for an hour, and just cover that up. And that'll just stay like that for about an hour. Now with these other ones, these have been risen up, and now I'm going to flatten them out like that, And what I do is, I've got some ham, shaved ham here. I like to use the shaved ham because it's lovely. I can crunch it up and put a lot in the bread roll. So this is a beautiful shaved ham here. What I do is I flatten out a bread roll like that, put a bit of flour underneath, and I'm going to put a bunch of lovely shaved ham in the middle there like that. Beautiful. I like to have the shaved ham because it's lovely and thin, and you can pile it all up in the middle there like that. And we've got some little pieces of mozzarella cheese here. So I'll just put about a couple of pieces of mozzarella cheese in there, and then I'm just going to fold it over and stick it all together like that and form a lovely bread roll. Just stick it all together like that, and I'm going to put it on a tray. I'll have to get rid of this. I'll put it on a tray here and show you. Okay, so we put it on a tray like that, and we'll do another one. So that, out of that 500 gram, I've done about 14 bread rolls, okay? And we've got a couple of 100 gram of shaved ham here, but you can use it up. See how that's lovely, that shaved ham, I can pile it up in the middle there like that. And then I put a couple of these lovely mozzarella cheese that will melt in there, and just turn it over and stick it together. It'll just bind it together like that. Very easy. And just put them on a tray like that. Give them a little twist. Do the same thing. Just spread it out like that. Very easy. So that lovely shaved, this is a lovely shaved leg ham. Beautiful. I'm just going to pile it up in the middle like that when you cut it, you've got that beautiful ham and cheese in the middle of it. Just keep on piling it up. You can put as much as you want to, and just put a lovely couple of tubes of mozzarella cheese. And look, just stick it all together like that. It'll just bind it together. If you just stick it together, it'll stay like that. Lovely. Now we've got another one here. Okay, so we'll just put the same thing, keep on doing the same thing. I love this lovely shaved leg ham. Beautiful. Just put a lot in it. I put a couple of lovely pieces of mozzarella, and I just stick it all together like that. And that's so easy, so quick. You just need time to let that rise the first time. You do your bread rolls and then you let them rise again for at least about another hour. It all depends on the weather. If it's too cold, they take longer to rise up. So look, I've done my 4, and that's 7 and another 7. There's 4 and 3 is 7, and I've got another 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30. There's 14 that you can get out of that 500 gram of flour. Now, I just put that on a baking paper like that. Now, what I do is I'm going to brush them with a bit of milk. Just a little bit, not too much. But seal them up properly so the cheese won't leak out as much. Just seal them up properly. Okay, now I'm going to sprinkle them with sesame seed on the top. I'm going to sprinkle them with some lovely sesame seed on the top, okay? Just there like that. There like that. Just beautiful, that sesame seed on the top. Like that. Lovely. And then I'm going to snip them. I'm going to snip them like that. With the scissors, just do them some little holes like that. Just snip them like that. That makes it a lovely decoration of it. Okay, look, that's all you need. Now put them in the oven for about, look, that'll be about 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes. Put your oven, it needs a hot oven. It needs a 200 gram of hot, 200 of the oven. Now I'm going to show you, there's my cuckoo cloak again. I'm going to show you this bread roll cut in halves. You see how it's got that beautiful ham and cheese in the middle of it, and that's beautiful. And lovely hot bread rolls with that lovely ham and cheese. Something different instead of a plain bread roll. I've got that lovely cheese and bread roll in it, and you can serve it as a brunch or Sunday lunchtime, a brunch with some other vegetables or something. Look, I hope that you'll enjoy it and go ahead and try them. They're a little bit fiddly to do, but they're worth it in the long run. So I hope you'll enjoy and try them. Thank you for watching my video. Bye.